Sergeant Slaughter on the thumbnail of the invasion save. What's that all about? Hi everybody, welcome back to TEW2020. This is the invasion angle. It's Monday, week 1, July 2001. It's the night after King of the Ring. And it's Monday Night Raw. Eddie Guerrero kicks the show off with a promo. He is obviously now the King of the Ring after winning the tournament last night. And he's just cutting a promo. He's got his crown on. He hasn't got the whole garb, but he's wearing the crown. And as he's conducting his promo, he gets interrupted. That's a rating of 96. Interrupted by Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle comes out showing off the Hardcore Championship belt that he won last night. And Eddie Guerrero basically kind of laughing at him. That doesn't seem like a very technical wrestling belt, or I don't know if he would have used the word wrestling. Are we at a stage yet where Vince banned the word wrestling? I don't know, but that doesn't sound like a very technical way of winning a championship. Hardcore. And Kurt Angle's a bit upset. What are you talking about? It's a belt. I mean, this is what we're in the business for, to win these championships. But Eddie Guerrero is like taunting him. Overall rating of 73. And then the Big Show takes on Billy Gunn in our first match. It says a decent match here. Big Show defeats Billy Gunn in 13 minutes 31 by pinfall. That's a rating of 65. Jonathan Coachman then catches up with Vince McMahon. And more questions about The Rock versus Austin at SummerSlam. Is it a possibility? And Vince says, I'm not giving anything away yet. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Austin might not even be the champion by the time SummerSlam comes around. And the Rock might want to go for the title. We can't make any predictions at the moment as to what's going to happen. Obviously, it's one of those matches that always draws in the crowds. It's what people want to see. But, the decision might be out of my hands. Overall rating of 58. Jerry Lynn takes on Funaki for the Light Heavyweight Championship, and in a 56 rated match. Subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Jerry Lynn gets the win in 9 minutes 34 by pinfall with a cradle pile driver. And it's defense number 1 of the light heavyweight title. Yeah, I don't tend to do much with these kind of minor titles. I should really look at doing more with them, but I just don't have an interest in lightweight and cruiserweight. I never have done. So it's something I'll probably look at phasing the title out, but I want it to make sense. I want there to be a reason for it to be phased out rather than just suddenly it's not around anymore. But I don't know. We'll see. Kurt Angle is then with 2 of his members of Team Wreck, and he's just talking about how proud he is of having the Hardcore title, although I have misspelled proud. But he's proud of having the Hardcore title. This is what it's all about, guys. And even Edge and Christian are kind of laughing at him and taunting him. And, the Hardcore Championship. Look at the state of it, Kurt. Look, you're an Olympic gold medalist. And you're going around with that. I mean, what have you come? What's this all about? You're an Olympic hero, an American hero, and you're walking around with that tat. You got to get perspective. And then they just walk off, leaving him there, and he's a bit kind of like disappointed. He's a bit deflated. He kind of looks at the belt and he's like, "What's wrong with it?" Overall rating of 76. And then the APA take on the Hollies. It's the APA getting the victory in 8 minutes 33 when Bradshaw pinned Crash Holly. It says a decent match. Rating of 65. Yeah, not great. This was just about getting the APA a win. I like the APA. I've probably got some future plans for Bradshaw at the very least. Farouk is kind of getting on a little bit in age, but I like them. I like APA. I like the way. I think it could be a very interesting team. They probably were, and I wasn't watching wrestling at the time, so I can't comment too much. But yeah, this was all about getting them a win. In an 80 rated segment, 2-Man Power Trip are cutting a promo ahead of their match tonight. They are defending the belts against the Brothers of Destruction. They're sitting there, their promo, it's outdoors somewhere, or it's in some kind of garage or something, and they've got the bike, they've got Undertaker's bike, just a little bit there to taunt him. And, they're saying, to the Undertaker and Kane, you're probably going to have a lot of distractions tonight. You're going to be distracted over what we possess. And I'm not talking about the belts, I'm talking about the bike. So I don't really see any problems in our match tonight. You guys are going to be far too distracted and far too worried about your bike. And a 65 rated segment. Vince McMahon is with Stephanie, and he tells her to make tonight's main event a little bit more interesting. Let's have a distraction for both teams, shall we? Put the Dudley Boys in the match and we'll have a triple threat for the Tag Team Championships. Yeah, overall rating of 65. So our main event is now a triple threat tag team match between the two-man power trip, Brothers of Destruction, and the Dudley Boys. Sergeant Slaughter is then in an office and he's talking away and he's just saying, I just want to clear something up. There's been some rumours going around that I'm going to be the new World Wrestling Federation Commissioner. That is not the case. I'm a former president. In fact, I don't even know by this time he may well have still been president. But he's just saying he's not going to be the new commissioner. I just thought it would be a little fun thing to have Sergeant Slaughter there. It probably would have got a bit of a pop. You know, the whole nostalgia thing, the whole retro kind of old school wrestler appearing on screen. Probably would have got some sort of pop. Didn't do much for our ratings, but yeah, he's just debunking that. Debunking the idea that he's going to be the new commissioner, because he's not. K Quick then takes on the Good Father, and he gets a victory, but it's about that terrible wrestling and non-existing crown heat. K Quick defeated the Good Father in 8 minutes 27 by pinfall with a truth of consequences. Rating of 44. I didn't expect much at all from this one. The Good Father didn't want to lose. I kept him strong, protected him, and he was still furious. It's kind of tough. I want to get K Quick over. He's one definitely for the future. So yeah, overall rating of 44. We've then got Kurt Angle leaving the arena. He's outside. He's got the hardcore belt in his hand. And he just looks at it one last time and he just throws it into the big dumpster. This was a way to retire the hardcore title. I don't like too many titles, too much going on. But rating of 70, the hardcore title is vacant and retired. It's in the trash. Jeff Hardy takes on Justin Incredible. Decent wrestling, but not much crowd heat. Jeff Hardy gets the win in 8 minutes 49 by pinfall with a Swanton Bomb. Rating of 63. Yeah, didn't expect miracles from this match either. I wanted to give Jeff Hardy a singles match because Matt kind of takes... he participates in quite a few because he's the current European champion. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. The European belt's going to be the next to go. Well, maybe. I mean, I'm going to have to do something with it. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But yeah, rating of 63. And that's that. Jeff Hardy getting a win. We've then got a Chris Jericho promo. It's literally just a self promo. He's not really taunting William Regal anymore because that story's done. But you know, he just mentions the fact that, you know, I defeated you. You have to resign. You've resigned now as the commissioner. But it's more of a self-promo. I must admit, I kind of booked this card and then just kind of realised I haven't got anything for Jericho to do. And he needed to be on the card, really, because he's one of our top guys. So, rating of 72 for this self-promo. Then the main event for the Tag Team Championships. 75 rating. Great heat and good wrestling. The Dudley Boys defeated the two-man power trip and the Brothers of Destruction in 13 minutes 47. I didn't realise it was an elimination match, but oh well. The order of elimination were Brothers of Destruction first, and then the two-man power trip. So yeah, it's unfortunate that it said that because I kind of wanted it to be a case of, in the arena, you hear the bike, you hear the engine of the bike revving up over the speakers, whatever, and Undertaker's obviously distracted. He runs off to find out what's going on, leaving Kane on his own. But whatever it says there, we have new tag team champions. I wanted to get the belts off of these guys because they're singles champions as well, and I was just trying to think if we who else do we put them on? Well, there's no one bigger than them really at the moment, apart from the Brothers of Destruction. But by the same token, who's going to then take it off of them? I mean, at the moment, yeah. So I kind of wanted to. It was difficult because Triple H wasn't happy at losing. Kane wasn't happy at losing. I didn't get any kickback from Austin or Undertaker, but still, yeah. So we got new tag team champions. Post match, the Dudleys are shocked. They're shocked at themselves for winning the belts, And they basically just grab the belts and run because they can't believe their luck. They cannot believe their luck. And it just leaves the two other teams. It leaves the two-man power trip and the Brothers of Destruction brawling in the ring as we go off air. Rating of 80. Might be a half-decent score for this show. 70. I think I would have hoped for an awful lot more, bearing in mind it's lost its popularity in 21 regions. But yeah, we're still building stories. I know I keep saying it, but it's difficult to... I could just game the game. I could just go through the motions, and I could have show ratings in the 80s every week. But that's not what I'm doing here. So that's it. Join me next time for Nitro. And I will sign off now and say take care of yourselves. See you all again soon. Goodbye.